He out of protocol?
Not yet, but he's trending the right way.
With Corey being questionable, like what would you do if he doesn't go?
We have options. Yeah,
Kid's coming along.
he's coming along. He's not ready yet, but we're treating it, and he's progressing.
Feel optimistic that he would be ready?
It's hard to say. Yeah, we'll see how he does. Yeah, for sure.
Miles out there in the first set.
Yeah, he was sore, so didn't practice.
One on the injury report yesterday, the calf injury. Is that anything to be concerned about?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
One.
Juan, yeah, still dealing with that injury. We'll see how it goes over the next few days, but it does not look good for this weekend.
Is it a re-aggravation of the same calf?
I don't know if I'd characterize it that, other than to say it's a calf injury.
Where do things stand with Obo?
I'm sorry.
Where do things stand with Obo?
He's trending in the right direction. Practice this week. There's a good chance he makes it to the game. Give him some playing time, but really need to see how he responds over the next 48 hours.
The chance he plays.
Yeah.
What?
Progressing.
Well, again, to come back to the playoffs.
Yeah, it's so hard to say, Jake. Honestly, like every single one of these injuries are different, and we just got to treat them as such and make smart decisions based on where the guys are.
It looks like they're going to play Marche and some of their guys. Do you feel good about the plan that you have? Guys that start and sit on there?
Without a doubt, yeah. I mean, they have their plan. Obviously, that's up to coach and what he does. But for us, we feel really strong about the guys that we're putting on the field, and we're excited about the opportunity. And it's football, so you want to win.
I know you don't want to go through this, but do you know if Miles is going to play Sunday?
This Sunday? Unlikely. Yeah. Yes.
Yes, he's going to play.
Yes, he's going to sit out.
Sit out.
Yeah. I'm giving you one, Scott.
We'll take that one.
David, Joe, first Pro Bowl.
Yeah, excited for Dave. We've talked a lot about Dave off the field and the person he's become, really the teammate he's become. I'm tired of talking about him. But the player, he's grown, just talking about from pass blocking, run blocking, the route running. Obviously, the yak has been off the charts this season, and just has a really violent style to the play, how he plays, especially when that ball is in his hands. Has effort plays on the field, so I'm excited that he got recognized for that in this regard.
Hey Kevin, a year ago you were getting ready to interview Jim, and now you're finishing this season number one. So what would you say about how your relationship has evolved in his role?
Yeah, coach has done a great job. Really from day one with him to now, he's done everything that I've asked of him. He's been a great confidant for me, somebody I can walk in and talk to and bounce a lot of things off of him just with his history. He's been a head coach, he's been a coordinator, he's won Super Bowl. So he's just been invaluable to me. And then obviously you look at our defense and the way we've played. That's a big part of Jim and this coaching staff. I think those guys have done a great job. But Jim's right there leading the way. And, it's been so impressive, but I'm excited that I just get to work with him every day.
Kevin, how do you think that you've grown as a head coach from your first season to now?
I don't know. Yeah. Better question for somebody else.
Hey, what have you seen out of Jeff Driscoll in these practices this week?
Yeah, he's done a nice job. Very, very good understanding of the offense. Seamless in that regard. Does a good job calling the plays. Has a good understanding of all the concepts that we're calling, run game, pass game, that type of thing. So been impressed.
You have to, I guess, because he's new, we have to change the game plan much from what you've been doing.
Not really. Yeah.
Is there a chance that you change it drastically, just given that it's the last game, no playoff implications?
Of course, you're taking everything into account when you're putting a game plan together, when you're calling plays and that type of thing, and trying to play to the strengths of your players. So in that regard, it changes. But in terms of the system, the scheme, things that we're doing, it doesn't change.
We notice different. I mean, for some of the guys maybe that are looking to get more playing time this Sunday, have you noticed like a little bit more, kind of pep and step this week?
Not necessarily. I think you've noticed more reps for a lot of guys. You're getting, certain guys maybe go through a week and only get so many reps on the when the offense is up or when the defense is up. A lot of those reps are coming off of scout teams, so you see more reps for guys getting, all those opportunities, which I think is good. But in terms of the preparation and how guys are handling the week, it feels very, very normal.
How does that help you development of a guy like maybe Kendrick Tillman or some of the younger guys when they get more reps and they have those moments?
Yeah, it's just turns. You know, it's just opportunities. It's reps. It's however you want to phrase that word. I think the more the better, because so much of this game is making mistakes, and it helps to have a lot of reps because then you can make a mistake, you can correct it. So I think for all those young guys, it's really really helpful to just get more turns at it, more at bats.
Does Flacco's poise stand out even for an older veteran quarterback? His coolness.
Yeah, I mean, he's just I don't know, he's just himself. I don't know that it stands out from anybody. Jake, I would tell you, I mean, Joe is pretty fiery on game day. I mean, he's excitable, um, and he does a great job, you know, leading that offense when they're on the field. Does a great job on the sideline, but he's excitable. He's on game day. He's fun to be around.
Let me rephrase that.
Mhm.
Like his poise in big moments. We've already seen that. You know, Bears fourth quarter.
Mhm.
Support for Coach of the Year. Have you had a chance to reflect on this season, and what is it this season for you in particular mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, as you guys can imagine, I'm not one to talk about individual accolades, and definitely not about myself. I would just tell you, I've been so impressed by this coaching staff, offense, defense, special teams. I think our coaches have done an outstanding job with their position, with their units. They've done a great job, and I've challenged them to be problem solvers, and they've done that. So that's where I find, you know, I take great pride in that staff and what our staff has been able to do this season.
Here to talk to Jim and hopefully say that he would love a chance to be a head coach.
Yeah, I mean that's part of the NFL. You have success and then you may lose coaches, but in a lot of ways that's a great thing for that coach and for an organization. Um, you know, I really like a lot of our coach. I like all of our coaches, so they're doing a great job. But when it comes to those opportunities, if that's something that comes about, I'll be excited for any of our coaches, including Jim.
Good.
Okay, thanks, guys.